Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Farming Center 22. We're back here on No Man's Land with Grober Games. So last episode we had a little bit of an issue. It appears that Oliver has a little issue with the mod where it can't handle running the tree planter. So we're kind of in a little bit of a pickle now since we invested in the tree planter and the trees themselves that we gotta figure out some different kind of solution to get us by, and I thought of one. The issue is, this is pretty much the last of our lumber is what you're seeing. We don't have very much else left, hardly anything else left on the property. We got like 3 trees yet, and I kind of want to save those for dire straits now. And I did find a solution, and obviously it's in buying a new tractor. The tractor I'm picking up it's going to be relatively cheap. I mean, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it's going to be about the same power as the Oliver. Nothing bigger, which is kind of unfortunate for us for our operation, but I was kind of already planning on us getting something like this for similar size when we start expanding a little more for our operation. So we'll go in here and pick it up today. And as you can tell, it's a very bleak month of November for us here, which is very unfortunate. Just cause I'm afraid if it doesn't stop raining soon, we're gonna have some issues getting our crops out. So this is what we're gonna buy. We're gonna end up buying a 40-20, and we're gonna get some weight on her on the front so she can handle. So she can handle running the tree planter. I did some testing in my free time, and this will pull it. But the only way we can't pull it uphill. It'll only be able to handle it going downhill. So that's kind of the situation we're in right now. Trying to decide if it's worth adding even more weight up front. You know what? We'll add the extra weight just to be safe, I think. But the thing I've got one to do, I kind of want to do a narrow front end. But I feel like that's going to hurt us more, especially going on the hills. So I think we'll just stick with the wide stance and singles with weights. So it's going to cost 11 grand for us to get that picked up. So one of the first things we're going to do when we get back is that we're going to get our trees planted right away. And the next thing I think we're going to do is we'll probably end up hauling in all our sorghum ourselves today, just because no reason for us not to haul it in ourselves. Hopefully it doesn't get too wet on the ride in. But it's a very bleak month of November for us. Get strapped in here. Those two should be fine. So basically, the only trees we have left, we're probably only gonna get about 10 grand for, if I'm gonna be honest with you, because they're just the 3 trees closer up to our yard now, and if we don't get, we'll just, as you can see, we'll just have barely enough money to get the land our new piece of land purchase. And in between episodes, I went over there and kind of walked through the forest and such, and I think plot 22 is what we're gonna go with. It's got the most level ground there, so it'll be. Oh, got my door flying open on me there on the truck. So it's got the most level ground there, so it's gonna be more optimal to get someone to invest into someone coming in and putting up a sawmill facility for us when we get enough the woods cleared and such. And if we want to invest in any other facilities over there, it's just going to be the best route for us. And then we can hopefully by then we'll have a big enough tractor that'll be able to handle doing running our tree planter for us. Because like I said, this 4020 will barely handle it. Like, we're gonna be really pushing the envelope. So like when we go to plant out here today, we are gonna be really pushing this sucker. But you know, it's the only option right now for us in our situation, especially since we really need to get this hillside planted with trees again, so that way we can kind of help preserve the soil here and such, so that way we don't have too much runoff. Oh. So we're gonna have to face fully downhill here. We'll start way back here first. And I'm hoping there's more than enough space for all these trees. There should be. I feel like we took a lot more than 40 trees out, to be honest with you, but it's hard to tell, especially with how spaced some of these trees were. Come on, girl, I know you can do it. There we go. Now we're getting on our downhill slope. But she'll be able to handle it, and at least with this 4020 here, unlike with the Oliver, even though it says it has row crop tires, these row crop tires will actually function for us. So when next season, if we get a little too late into getting everything, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll stop about right there. I think should be a good stopping point for us. So if we get a little behind with our row cultivating, because I don't see us being able to afford a decent sized sprayer yet, and to be honest with you, it's probably best for us to wait to invest in a sprayer. This is going to be a little bit of climb for you. There we go. I think start right here and see how you can handle it. Pick it back up again. Alright, there we go. Now we're starting to roll downhill. But we'll be able to use this for our actual row cultivating, and back to the thought of not actually want to buy a sprayer right away until we actually get like a cab tractor, so we don't really expose ourselves to all the chemicals and such that involve with spraying. Kind of worry about our health as well. But this 4020, I think it's going to come in handy, especially when we start buying new land, because I think she'll be able to handle running the drill for us. At least I think she should be able to. And we might start racking up the hours on this tractor and give the Oliver a little bit of a break itself as well. But yeah, so let's see here. We still got 25 trees left. Let's head downhill again. Kind of sucks that we only can plant these one way, but you know, we gotta make do with what we got here, and we really need to replace some of these trees here. And like I said, we're gonna. Wow, the grass has grown back right away too. I just realized. I didn't think the grass would be growing back right away. Maybe. We'll go a little further yet. See if we can squeeze one more tree out here. Maybe we'll be able to invest into the cattle a little bit sooner than I thought. Because there's more than enough grass here, and we don't really need to put up a shed right away for more bales. We'll have more than enough storage between the two sheds we got right now that we could just store them way up here too. Maybe that's what we'll look into doing today as well. maybe we'll just go out and start mowing the grass here this session and get that ready. But biggest thing is we need a cheap tedder, and I have to look to see there is a good option for one, but we're gonna try to get all these trees planted too. I thought I was only gonna plant like half the pallet, but you know what? Let's get all 40 of them planted. It's gonna be best for us in the long run, and that way this hillside will kind of look. This hillside will look like it did when we came out here. Hopefully a little better, to be honest with you. But we'll probably mow the grass here and see about getting a cheap tedder. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So we'll probably jump into the time lapse here. We'll haul in our one load of sorghum and partial, and actually we probably should have been doing that now, because when I checked it this morning, oh, it's actually still going up for. Okay. So we're kind of lucking out on sorghum right now. It's still going up in price, because it was like $8.99 when I first started this morning, and now it's up a little over 900. So there's a little bit of a demand going for it. And you know what? I should have probably bought that pallet of 60 trees. I think there was a pallet for 60. Oh boy, this is gonna. Once these trees start going, it's gonna look real nice again. I think we'll just plant these on an angle right here, if we can get her to roll a little. Like I said, this thing takes about 120, and we're really taxing this tractor right now. But I think she's going to be an excellent addition to our farm, and like I said, I kind of wanted to get. There's not very many options out there for cabless tractors. Like there's a large tank 4040s, but I just personally don't like how those look, in my opinion. So we'll put this right next to the drill in here. And I'm curious. We might just leave the Oliver there for now. Maybe we'll just make this more about the 4020 today. Drop that off right there. We'll see how well she kind of pulls this. Oh yeah, she's gonna handle this one wagon fine by herself. We'll get her broken well and see how fuel efficient she is compared to the Oliver as well. But no, we'll jump in the time lapse here. I think when we get back, we'll hook up the mower to the. I think we'll have to still mow with the Oliver just because that mower takes a little bit more horse. But we might try it on the 4020 here and see how it works. So we'll jump into the time lapse here, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright, 'cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, 'cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Yeah. I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind, or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love, so just tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine.
I gotta say, that 40-20, I think it's gonna pay itself off. I don't know if it's a... I feel like it might have a drinking problem, kind of like the Oliver, but not quite as bad, though. So I decided... We already bought that ground, if you haven't noticed yet. Just because I want to get a better figure of what we have for money, and that way I don't accidentally spend more than we have. And it looks like the rain's about to finally stop, and I think we might wrap the episode up here just because I thought about going a little bit longer, but we're going to have so much to do in this month yet, because I'm planning for us to pick up a tedder here today. But the issue is I forgot to enable the mod itself of the tedder I was thinking of getting, so... And I also decided to sell the silage bales off because I think we might try and do our best to try to get the cattle pasture up. And I'm kind of starting to lean towards the one that's about 9,500 and we could put 60 cows on it. That way we'll be set for quite a while for cattle if we choose to go that high. We probably won't, and we're probably going to end up raising beef cattle there, but we're going to end the episode here shortly. We'll just get this load sold, and then I'm going to exit the game and get my mod figured out here. So, oh, $1,000 for one bale, so I don't know how many so about 23,000 is probably what we're going to have in the end. Oh, so we're up to $40,000, so you know what? I think we might pick up that cattle pasture. And I don't know why I'm starting to act like I'm heading back. We got a tool we got to pick up later here, so we got to hang out here and get that picked up. But I think I'm gonna get our house set up as well today, and that way when we come back, you'll be able to see the new house as we pull in, because I think I got the perfect location where I want to put it. But if you guys enjoyed the episode today, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe. I'm starting to think I think by the time this episode comes out, I might start releasing these on Sunday as well, because like I said, I'm really enjoying this series, playing this map so far now. Just because there's enough variety of stuff to do, and it doesn't feel too stale so far, especially since we got to create our own fields and then all the other odd jobs we got to do just to keep money rolling in. But anyways, that's where we're going to end it today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.